Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm Angel PT, and for today what I have here is Deus Ex Breach. So Deus Ex Breach is a free-to-play game on Steam. It's developed by Eidos Montreal. So it's the same developers of Deus Ex Mankind Divided and Human Revolution. In fact, it's using Dawn engine, which is the exact same engine of Mankind Divided. The problem is Deus Ex Mankind Divided was a very demanding game. But I was expecting that a game like this, Deus Ex Breach, which is very simple in its visuals and there is nothing complex on the scenario, would be more lightweight. But the answer is no, it is as much demanding as Mankind Divided, and that doesn't make absolutely sense at all. It doesn't make any sense to be as much demanding as the Mankind Divided, so I don't really know. Anyway, the game is free, so you don't have to pay for it if you want to try it. This is a single player game, but well, we are going to try to play the game at 600p with all the settings on minimum. I'm using borderless because this acts as a resolution scaling, so I know that many of my subscribers love resolution scaling. I do love it too. But it's not available on this game, so the only way that I had to make something similar to it is to use borderless, because if you use the borderless you can choose any resolution that you want without breaking up the aspect ratio of 16:9. So we are now on game. We already saw frame rate lower than 30s, but anyway, keep in mind that we are recording with MS Afterburner in here, and that takes impact on the performance. But anyway, in here, like 25 FPS, it's clearly that, well, you know, even without recording, it's going to be lower than 30s. So we need to drop a little bit the resolution. I'm going to show you 1024 per 768, and yes, it's even worse because it's more pixels in fact than 600p. So 800 per 600. The old resolution, fashion way. Okay, 800 per 600, it's above the 30s, and keep in mind this is one of the first levels of the game, so I'm pretty sure that a little bit more forward on the games will be more complex and thus more demanding, of course. Anyway, that's it about the performance, so let's now talk a little bit about Deus Ex Breach. So what is this Deus Ex Breach? As far as I know, Deus Ex Breach is like a mini game of Deus Ex Mankind Divided. This was supposed to be part of the hacking system of the Mankind Divided, but maybe because of lack of time to implement it in the game, they decided to discard the idea. And now they decide to release this idea as a standalone game, a puzzle game, as like an acting system of Deus Ex. It's like if you are part of the hacking system of the Deus Ex. It's a little bit weird to explain, and my English is not in fact very good. But this is it's exactly this. It's a puzzle game, okay? It's free to play, you don't need to pay for it, and it has obviously microtransactions. But the good thing is that you don't really going to require it to complete the game. In fact, reading the comments on the Steam from the user says the exact same things. They don't even know who the hell is going to play microtransactions to complete this game, because it's so unnecessary that it's just there for, I don't know, for anyone that has so much money that they don't want to complete the game normally, because there is no other reason. The game is perfectly finishable without using microtransactions. You won't feel that it's required or forced for you to use it. So Square Enix was fine in here, but other way, the thing that I really don't like about this game is really the optimization. I think it doesn't really make any sense at all. So with that, I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of the gameplay. If you want to check the frame rate without recording, just check on the description of the video, or wait until the end of it where I discuss a little bit better the frame rate and the performance and all the stuff in different settings, okay? So that's all. Hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
Server security level normal.
Alright, Ripper. This is what we're here for.
Hello boys and girls, welcome to the performance section of the video. So as you can see, at 720p the game frame rate was mostly lower than 30 FPS. As for 600p, it was plenty of its time above the 30 FPS with a couple of drops. And 800 per 600, there was just a minor drop in there, but obviously most of the time was above the 40 FPS, which is much more stable. Okay, but we don't really know how the game will stack up, or the computer will stack up on the further levels, since further levels will be much more complex, and so maybe the 600p might be a little bit a trouble to this computer in this game, but we don't really know. So if the game heaviness maintains more and less at the same level, 600p might be enough for most of the people. But if the levels get more demanding as soon as you get a little bit more forward, maybe 800 per 600 is the only solution for having a proper playable frame rate, okay? So that's why I decided to recommend you 800 per 600. The game used 700 megabytes of VRAM, that is no problem. RAM usage was around 4.2 gigabytes of RAM. I should recommend you to have 6, but I think 4 gigabytes will cut it. Anyway, you are free to try out. The game is free on Steam, you just need to go to Steam and download Deus Ex Breach. You don't have to pay anything, so you are free to try out how your computer will stack up. In fact, this video is very necessary because you can try yourselves anyway, but I think at least it serves to inform that yes, there is a Deus Ex Breach game for free on Steam, because many people don't really know its existence, and it's a single player game, so it's kind of a puzzle game that is actually nice to pass the time. So CPU usage was between the 40s and the 60s, and GPU usage was giving its maximum. I didn't try out DirectX 12 because DirectX 12 on Deus Ex Mankind Divided was losing a lot of performance on this system, and I think it doesn't really make sense to try it in here since the engine is the same. Okay, so that's all. Hope you did enjoy the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.